You don't have to, because these are just the rules of the game. And at the end, there's 2 rounds. And everybody has a phone, right? Like that sends text messages. Because we'll be able to vote.
That's great.
Are you filming this?
So
I told you I would. Emily, come on.
You're a fast flusher.
Thank you. I'm nervous.
Let me introduce all the. So the way that it works is that.
I don't know if she's nervous
The
because
way
she's
that it
in.
works is, imagine you're at TED and you're giving a TED talk, and all of a sudden they swap the deck on you at TED. Well, you can't really stop, right? You have to keep going. So we have 5 topics and we have 5 people. And so we're gonna, I have a number in my head, and whoever gets closest to the number gets to pick their topic first. However, if you pick your topic last, you get to pick the order in which you get to go. So 1 through 100. What's the number?
9.
53.
33.
Okay, the number was 77. So Jonathan, what topic do you want? The topics are, and let me unplug this.
Are we meant to be good at this or bad at this?
So the topics are.
I feel sick.
Drink more.
The topics are. Hold on. The topics are. What are the topics? Okay, the topics are future of travel, my website rules, hire my agency, principles of computer science. I love the 80s. What topic do you want, Tom?
I'll do future of travel.
Okay, come on over. You got future of travel. You want to go last. And Jonathan goes first. Jonathan goes first.
And the reason I chose this topic is because obviously Elon Musk is trying to create some
And
kind of Hyperloop thing that may or may not. I mean, I'm interested in whether like the Hyperloop will end up being a bit like the Titanic, and we'll get on it, and the maiden voyage will just melt everyone as people travel at light speed. So yeah, what do you think this future of travel is? Well, none of us know, right? So yeah, basically, traveling is all about the places you'll go and like. I think you could call this a nice illustration of the Hyperloop. Perhaps, you know, it's kind of like space and time like curving, and you know, you saw it in that film that Christopher Nolan did recently, which is obviously one of the planets that they discovered. I'm really quickly losing the thread here. But yeah, so like this could be, through the future of travel, we end up in kind of interstellar things like this. And if you remember from Interstellar, this time here might be like 7 years per minute. And one day we might end up like doing that Scotty thing, leaving ourselves to different places. But we could also end up kind of turning ourselves into like Campbell's soup in the process. I mean, these almost look like Campbell's soup makers. And obviously this is probably the one slide I actually probably know way more than I should about. But I believe that this is maybe Babylon 5. And you know, yeah, whether we can have starships this big. I mean, I've always wondered, how do they build a starship that big, actually?
Oh, good, thank you.
And this looks like cars. And actually, car apps I do know a little bit about, which is that, you know, touchscreen apps in cars is like the next big thing, apparently. And recommendations on places to go might be one thing. Oh my God. This, I think, is a hole that came in Russia recently. And perhaps you might travel through this hole and get to Australia. Actually, from here. maybe Japan? I don't know. In England, if you go down, you'd end up in Australia. This is the island from Lost, which no one knows where that was. It was filmed in Hawaii, maybe. And as you see, like they got a nice water feature. That was designed by the guy tapping the numbers in every day. And you know, when they need some rain, they need that. And this is a guy who's like got an interesting line in party food. Saw it in Mars. It's kind of like the cheese with the pineapple in the orange, but this is like frankfurters with, or hot dogs with, I don't know, pickled onions on the end. And yeah, this is, I think it's like a McDonald's in LA, and maybe one day we'll start, like, some guys invented like a mag lift kind of thing, like hovering skateboard apparently, or it was like some kind of spoof viral thing based on Back to the Future. And Jesus Christ, how the hell is this about future and travel? It's just a weird conspiracy theory thing. Anyway, Marvin's Martian, one of my favourite characters. And don't recognise any of the other ones.
Jonathan Allen!
Sans technical difficulty. Sans was a shout out to our sponsor, the French Tourism Bureau. Without.
Oh wow.
All right, so the 80s was a time of great exuberance. It was kind of the easing of tensions, the end of the Cold War, and as we see in parallel, there was a peak in exuberance in the late 70s and mid 80s as Reagan took office. God, I don't really know. HIV was discovered in 1980 and it killed 50 million people. So, okay, it's Zach Morris. It was a time of burgeoning technology and cheesy entertainment. And interestingly about his shirt, you can predict what's happening in the economy. Like a lot of people who are analyzing what to invest in, they look for rises in neon. Because supposedly if you see like neon in different parts of like the shoe or the shirt, it generally means that people are, that the economy's about to experience an uptick. And there were also a lot of surprises
You've been rickrolled.
in the 80s as in rickrolling.
Not from the 1980s.
Did he even exist?
Was he born in the 80s?
He was not born in the 80s. Justin Bieber's mother was a single mother.
She was probably getting impregnated.
She was. She's become a virulent voice in the pro-life movement, which is kind of like doesn't sink. This is this Nelson?
Motley Crue.
Who is? Oh, this is Motley Crue. Okay. Clearly, I was 8 years old in the 80s. I was like playing with blocks and not listening to Motley Crue. But I did have a really horrible babysitter when. So this is. Okay. Let's see. What else happened in the 80s? Did I already mention AIDS in the early?
They're all from the 70s. Those are all images from the 70s.
God damn it, Roger. You're the worst. As I was saying earlier, doing anything for Roger Wu is like getting into an unmarked van. Candy is sprawled in the van. I was like, I love candy. Obviously, the 80s was amazing economically, and Bill Clinton largely got to take credit for that. Oh my God, is that Reagan? Reagan was, I read this today, Reagan was listed as the 17th hottest president. Pierce was listed as the hottest president, and I actually think that George W. Bush was kind of the hottest president. I don't know if you agree. A young Ford though, Google it. This is I knew there would be French in this. This is the fall of Berlin Wall, which I already mentioned. If you've seen The Lives of Others, it has a really interesting commentary on East versus West Berlin, and the idea that like sometimes when you actually like knock down a barrier, you see a fall in creativity. Because there's something having to do with the idea of a constraint that creates something to push against. So with that, I will just conclude my presentation. Thank you everybody for listening.
Yeah.
Who's next? Who's next?
Principles of computer science. It involves computers, and it involves science. And there are different principles within this situation. And what we'll find is that when you divide by 0, you're in trouble. When you divide by 0, what happens is that you come up with a lot of nothing. And that's what you end up is the end of the bottom, really.
That's Laker, yes. Yeah.
So,
The empty set.
one thing about computer science is that it allows us to tap into these things that open up our world, like Google Glass. Google Glass is something that doesn't really exist anymore because Google said it doesn't work, but what it represents is the possibilities of our full potential. Bruce Lee was in fact a computer simulation. That's something that many people don't know. And what happened was that Bruce Lee actually, as a computer simulation, invented computers from within. And so my bachelor's degree, what I have to tell you about that is that it looks really amazing on my wall. This isn't my wall, so you can't see my degree. But what it very, very slightly does is helps me get a job. Because I can say that I, in fact, have a degree. Now, one thing that the future of technology will provide us is driverless cars, which is immensely helpful in combating intense pileups such as this. And then, obviously, computers has a lot to do with this because wizards are the ones who invented Bruce Lee within the computers who then invented computers. And that is what you call multi-classing, because wizards ran out of spells. Computers and science basically have a lot to do.
This is quantum computing.
Oh, this is quantum computing. Have you seen the movie Inception? And then it's really important that we educate our children about computer science. And when you do educate them, it's important that you have schools that are much larger than this. Because what is this? The Center for Ants? Ants don't really need to learn about computers, but if they did, they might take over the world. And then, so Code Monkey is this thing.
Cousin of MailChimp.
It's very important that you know about Code Monkey because if you didn't know about it, you might not be able to climb trees. And then one very little known fact about McDonald's is that the Hamburger was a fantastic hacker, and he actually created the quarter pounder of cheese through a computer simulation. Yeah, and thank you very much.
Yeah.
How can you make your website real like mine? Only if you don't know anything about creating one, and then you screw up and you have something like this. So you've got mail. So basically you file everything in the first page, and you give them the option to look around and see what they could go into, but you don't want to overwhelm. It looks. So basically, you say something that you cannot do. You get the person to click on it because they think it's great, and then after you realize that you cannot do anything, and one knows your website is bad. Let's see, so yes, you get traffic because everyone's spinning in a circle trying to figure out your awesome website. But it's, no one knows. It just looks like you have a lot of visitors. Yeah, so I would say that, to have an awesome website, you need to create confusion. And hopefully the person is drinking while they're doing that, so they stay on your website longer and try and figure it out. Otherwise, they might just leave. Common sense would say leave. But when you drink, common sense gets delayed. But then you have all these options as well. Hopefully this will change soon. So heat maps, so hard right now. Yeah, so then when someone is confused, they already get a little bit anxious. But then when they drink, they get a little bit warmer, and so they get more anxious. And then this happens, and you change colors. And did you ever realize when you look at the computer screen too long, you get stressed and you have a little flush, like on your face? So it looks like that. So this is what your brain looks like when you're looking at an awesome website like mine. It's not so awesome. There is just these thoughts going through your head, and then they look like this, really confusing. And after everyone sees your website and they take a long time, the natural normalization of how awesome your website was turns into this because the word gets out that it's not so great. Although this is in the past, what am I saying? So maybe this is before the website was created, who knows? So sometimes on the internet you can find crazy things, and my website can tell you something crazy, and then you'll think that it's not possible. Then the person realizes later, and that's why they say the argument is invalid. And then you go like this, and you know that you don't know what to say. O.J. Simpson. Because you know the truth, but then the truth doesn't convince the jury. So then there's a problem, because then the website is not good. Link parse. So this one is what happens if your website is not great. My website doesn't look like this. Let's see. This is what happens when your website isn't great and you get a hack.
Let's test everybody.
Yeah. Woo!
Thank you all. I know you've been sitting through an entire day of agency presentations and we're the last one, so you may be a bit weary. So what we want to talk about is real native advertising and beardvertising. We pioneered at our agency. We're putting ads directly into people's beards. A lot more people are wearing beards. They're shaving their pubes, but beards. We want to talk about the funnel. We handle the top of the funnel, the bottom of the funnel, everything in the funnel, and the outside of the funnel. We'll shine the funnel for you. And then we'll arrange your leads in a very, very neat order, going right into this little thing here. This is actually fake. This actually got posted during Hurricane Sandy. It wasn't actually a photo of Hurricane Sandy, but it's a great example of how we can just go make something go viral, even if it's just complete bullshit. Because people don't really... This is our team. Our weekend building assignments. I can't really explain. It's kind of the company's secret exactly what's going on here. We assure you, we check with HR, it's all of the up and up. So, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities. Who put weaknesses in here? We don't have any. A little typo there. Again, we're up all night on this. Opportunities might be for cat videos. So, this algorithm was actually created in the early 1500s. We just rediscovered it and we applied it to our media matrix model, which is most people don't understand it. I don't understand it, but our media team was happy to stay after and explain it to you. We're looking for a former client. Unfortunately, his rate's $50,000 an hour, and we'll make everything look awesome. And we really recommend this. People really responded. We got the president elected. Ever since that happened, we just use him all the time. For all our clients.
Marc Lefton!
Yeah.
All right, so does everybody remember all the...
I mean, right, I'm gonna vote.
One vote per person, one vote per person. One vote per person.
She doesn't have a phone.
It's neck and neck between John, Jeff, and Marc.
Thanks.
It is neck and neck. Oh, Emily caught up.
I didn't even vote yet.
Wow, two. It's 9 votes. 9 votes. The total of 25 gets it.
Do we just
Total of
vote
25.
This involves interacting with the group.
Total of 25 gets it.
There you go.
Two
You don't want to
twos
vote
and
for the
3
loser
threes.
now, so.
Oh, you do the number, do you?
How am I going to say?
I'm not even sure who's who.
How am I going to say myself?
Oh, whoa, Marc is kicking butt.
I started off this way and asked the audience I voted last. So.
And there you go. It's tied up again.
What?
Marc is ahead. So we're going to take the top 2. Top 2.
It's me.
Whoever gets the highest gets to pick the topic for the final round.
Funny name.
And second place gets to pick the order. If that's worth anything.
That's even funnier.
So, come on everybody. Did everybody vote?
I didn't vote, but I can't really.
I mean, I cheated. I voted for
You
myself.
text to 2 2s and 3 3s. This
still
number
not
right
voted.
here. And this is an E right here for Emily.
Emily, you
I don't
should
know why
at least vote for yourself.
Whoa.
Whoa, Marc.
Marc.
But it's neck and neck for 3rd place, for 2nd place. Neck and neck. Marc seems to be running away. Marc seems to be running away. Did everybody get their texts in? Tess giving you a run for the money. You better have another wine if you want to compete in the finals. Everybody's ahead except for Emily. Oh, just ahead by another. Marc and Jeff. We had 11 and 17. Did anybody not vote?
Did you vote, Roger?
I did vote.
Who'd you vote for?
Oh, well, I voted, at the time, it's okay who I voted. It's anonymous voting. It's anonymous
But
voting.
he's saying he's not.
There's 3 people who didn't vote at the time.
Yeah, there's definitely like...
Anonymous voting.
Yeah.
10 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5.
No!
1, 0. It's Marc and Jeff.
Marc and Jeff. Woo! All right.
Oh wait, hold on. So our constellation,
Oh my God.
Emily, John, and Tess. The topics are apple versus oranges, and dog versus cats. What do you want, Marc?
Dog versus cat.
Jeff, what order do you want?
This is an order.
Another thing.
And we're ahead by 2. Nobody's left apples. We're ahead by 3.
And then also, when apples have to fight against beetles, there's this lawsuit where Paul McCartney really didn't like the way that iTunes treated his music, and he didn't want them to have his music. But there really wasn't so much that Apple could do in the face of the Beatles. So that Apple then flung itself through a window and escaped the wrath of Paul McCartney's Beatles. And clearly you can tell that apples easily defeat Windows.
Nice.
And as you see here, this is one of the most relevant apple orchards in the entire world because of the way the water flows through it. Apples nourish the environments around it, just in the same way that Apple computers nourish our souls as computer-hungry humans. Apples can do many, many things. They can be turned into jelly and jams. They can create PowerPoint presentations that often fail. And they can also be great ways to watch short, stupid internet videos of cats and dogs. Apple can also be a very healthy way to, if you manipulate an apple in the right way, it can be used to heal yourself. Apple cider vinegar has many health benefits, including, they say it can reduce cancers, it can reduce your pH balance, and it can actually also be juiced in a fresh state and combined with many things like green vegetables, yellow vegetables, and you put it into a glass and then you drink it, and it's very beneficial for your body and its reproductive health. Well, see, at the end of the day, apples and oranges are both fruit, and they both have benefits, and it's really important to balance your diet and eat both of them, because if you only eat apples or you only eat oranges, you're not going to fulfill your entire health regimen. One interesting thing is that at the Apple store was a person named Samsung, who then decided to rip off the Apple design and create Samsung products. It's a little bit Samsung.
Jeff Fransen!
Yeah.
Go to the next one. So cat humor is really popular on the internet.
Listen to Marc.
People love to post cat pictures. That's really all they're good for, is just posting on Facebook and Twitter. They're not really good for anything else. You know, they poop, they scratch things. So you see, there's actually less areas on a dog that you need to worry about for petting. Like, there's only like one awesome area on a cat. Dog is pretty much everywhere is awesome. It's so much easier to pet, so much more grateful. Cats are like, yeah, don't touch them down there. Cat and dog smart. So you don't want a smart animal. Everyone thinks they want a smart animal, but it's not like they're going to be like, you know, doing your tax or something like that. Someone who is dumb and obedient. Dogs are just like, you have food, I love you. Whereas cats are like, feed me. And if alien beings ever invaded the earth, they would think cats were in charge. They would just be like, you guys work for these guys.
Wait, how can we read their minds?
Dogs are much more simple, you know. Cats are always up to something. You can't trust them. You don't want them going on the internet. I mean, you might wind up with all sorts of kitty porn on your site, on your go to jail for it. Kitty.
Kids porn.
Check out the oatmeal, it's awesome. You see cats are just always kind of pissed off. Dogs have a wide range of emotions. They're very loving. Roger's got an awesome dog. He dances. His name is Milo. See, everyone knows Roger. He's really smart. He has a dog, not a cat. So interest over time, so we do some data analytics on different dogs and cats, and you can see that cats, again, as I said, they're very popular on the internet, but in your home, the dog will be the most popular, and it only needs that one vote. This cat clearly likes dogs, so I mean, even cats like dogs. Cats don't like other cats because they get called catty. Close again. You see the dog is just taking care of the cat, even though it clearly doesn't, cats don't like anybody, dogs love everyone, and dogs will love you. Thank you.
Yeah. Woo.
Mark missed some of our dog references. Jeff missed some of our Amazon references and Windows.
I got the Windows.
2 2s and 3 3s.
Windows.
There's no time. This is based on your text messaging ability.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Wait, I didn't vote yet.
5 to 3.
No?
5 to 3. 5 to 4. Mark is coming back.
Oh, 6 to 4.
Next, 6 to 7 to 4. 5. 7 to 5. My phone is not used yet.
Roger, you gotta vote.
Yeah.
What's his word? What's his word? Do you guys know?
Oh, well.
Second place, green t-shirt. First place, return on influence. This is what we're going after.
I would have voted so many votes.
Return on influence. Green t-shirt.
Oh, you guys should go up there. Go up there.
Green t-shirt.
You guys should go up there. We'll like announce the winner as it goes up.
This is close. Oh,
Yeah.
he's ahead by
Oh.
2. He's ahead by 2.
This is gonna be. Well, there's.
Look closely, guys.
I really wanted the shirt.
Oh, he's just saying that. He's just saying that. Who didn't vote? Who didn't vote? Green t-shirt.
Roger, did you vote?
There's 20 people, I think,
got
right?
1 vote, but my vote's worthless right now. 2-point conversion. And my computer died.
Yay, Jeff won.
What happened here? Oh no, it's still alive. Does everybody have 2 2s and 3 3s? 2 2s and 3 3s.
Raise your hand if you haven't voted.
Who did not vote? Who still needs more time to vote?
Do you think they're gonna raise their hand?
Oh, there's 16
Probably
people
not.
here.
That's why I
2
lost
2s and 3 3s.
Who needs more wine?
Hey, here we go. All right.
Hello.
9 to 7. 9 to 7. There we go.
Three people didn't vote. I can tell you that.
So it's Jeff? All right, Jeff.
And did everybody get their rendezvous Francais wine opener?
No.
Oh, that's cute, Roger.
I had some of the benefits.
Rendezvous France, whatever it is.
It was like Carlin.
You got one.
Did the German get a rendezvous Francais?
You got one. I didn't get one.
Did the Upper East Sider get a rendezvous Francais?
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The winner gets to give out the prize.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest honors.
It's an autograph book.
Oh, is it?
Here, give me that.